Hey friends and fellow stackers, this is Eric and welcome back. Well, in the spirit of the new year and starting off 2020, we talk about our yearly goals and keeping track of where we're at. Many of you may be familiar with my spreadsheet here that have seen my channel for quite a while, but for some of you new subscribers, thanks to Yankee Stacking, may not be too familiar with this, so I kind of wanted to go over this spreadsheet with you, and stay tuned if you like the spreadsheet or might be interested in something like this for your own use. This is a spreadsheet I've developed over the course of probably the better part of a year, and it does quite a bit to keep track of all of my silver and gold, platinum, precious metals attainments. This is my summary sheet, and it, as you can see, hosts a whole lot of information, including a table for the current spot price for each of the metals. In fact, I have a separate tab that pulls the live spot price from the Kitco website, and as you can see when I click on this, it pulls the information in and it's all referenced into the next tab. So the way I have it programmed, it refreshes every 5 minutes and pulls new numbers in from the Kitco website, and then as it does, the values here, the dollar values based on spot price, will bounce around as the markets change. I also have a tab that keeps track of my goals. In this case, my goals for 2020. And as we saw, I picked up the 2 tubes of dimes and the Double Dragon and Mickey Mouse coin, in fact, just yesterday. And as I go through, my goals obviously is to pick up 5 more tubes of American Eagles, a bunch more Constitutional, getting into the gold, and then the bonus is anything else that kind of catches my fancy. And again, this tracks how my percentage attains, so I'm at 6.8% of my silver pickup goal so far. Obviously 0 for gold and platinum because I haven't picked up any. And as I enter the information into these rows, it automatically populates and adds up how much ounces I've purchased, the total I've spent, the average spot price per ounce that I've paid based on all of that, brings in the live spot price, and then calculates the difference. As you can see, I'm kind of high now thanks to these 2 premium coins, but as I get back into the basics of Eagles and Constitutional, we'll get that back down. We're pretty early in the year. This thing also keeps track of all of my holdings, so here's a tab that calculates all of my Constitutional silver coinage, all the different pieces, and calculates how many actual troy ounces of silver that equals. Same for coins, and I have a list here that shows every different kind of coin I have, how many, tallies up the weight. In fact, in here there's little drop down arrows where I can select yes and no, whether I consider it part of my stack or part of my collection, and it programs it into these different tables accordingly. Again, same for silver bars, poured silver, gold, platinum, and so forth. So, again, in the spirit of the new year, keeping track of our goals and accounting for our stack, this is a spreadsheet I've developed that I'm quite proud of, honestly. And I know there's quite a few folks out in the stacking community that have their own different spreadsheets and logs for how they track all of their precious metal accumulation and how much they've spent, what their stack is worth. For anybody that may be newer into this, might be looking for a way to track their metals and hasn't gotten into it too much yet, what I'm going to do, if you look in the description box below to this video, I'm going to provide a link, and when you click on that link, you can download a copy of essentially the same spreadsheet that we're looking at right here. It'll be a blank template, so it won't have any of my numbers in there. It'll be just blank, ready for you to put in your own information, and then it'll go through and calculate it out for you, just as this spreadsheet is designed to do. I will give a fair warning. I found, and as you saw that little pop-up earlier, the way that it pulls the data from Kitco to update the live spot price. It functions best with the newest version of Microsoft Excel, so I think it's 2017 or newer. So if you're using an older version, it might throw you an error. But all the calculations that are integrated into the spreadsheet will still work. You'll either need to use the newest version, or you could go in and manually enter the spot prices I had to do here every time you open up the spreadsheet. And again, it's all calculates the weight and the spot price. So when you see this is my total value as of this very moment, based solely on spot price. So this does not account for any premiums that you might get otherwise. And I did that just because of my own reasoning. I like to know, if I had to sell right now for whatever reason, and the best I could get is spot price for everything, that's what I got coming, and not have to haggle for it. If you're looking for something that does a little better job of accounting for premiums and values of rare coins, this might not be what you're looking for. But as I said, and there you see there, I'm using an older version on my home computer, so that's why it doesn't like it. I use this on my work computer during my lunch hour, and we have the newest version, and it works flawlessly. So there you go. If that's something you're interested in, again, down in the description box, there'll be a link to take you to Google Drive, and it'll allow you to download a pared down version of this. So again, it'll have all the same tabs. They'll all be integrated to calculate quantities and numbers and weights for you, but it won't have any, obviously, of my own numbers or name or anything in it. It'll be a blank one. You can just fill in your numbers and go from there. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. Hope you get some use out of it. And if nothing else, I appreciate you watching and stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed.